Hi y'all, this is Regina. Welcome back to Regina's Crafting and More. I've become obsessed and I blame it on Crystal. Crystal, if you're watching, I'm blaming you. Pickleball. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't play pickleball. My brother and his wife played pickleball until she passed away a few months ago. But I've watched it. It's like tennis if you don't play pickleball. Kind of like tennis, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. But these designs are so cute. So hold on. I've already posted a couple of them and done videos, but this is just Dink it. Just Dink it. I don't know how to explain it. You'll have to post a message to Crystal in the group and ask her what just Dink it means if you don't know. Hold on. All right, this is what I'm going to be stitching today. Just the phrase tickles me. All right, so let's get started. Oh, by the way, this is a template I printed out of my computer. And I should have been doing this a long time ago. I used to print both of them, but I don't anymore, and I've completely forgot about this that's available. I print this every now and then when I'm going to have to place it in a certain place, like on a shirt. I'll print just this template. But I'm going to start doing this and giving you a copy of this, which is a lot easier to read than what I've been doing within my software. All right, so if you don't have software, I've made a video that shows you where to get the software to download it and how to go about printing a template like this that I just showed you. So it's going to be called How to Print a Template for Your Embroidery. So hang on, and I'll have a link to that below, and let's get started. All right, so what I'm going to be stitching is the 4x4 size. It's going to be available 4x4, 5x7, 6x6, 8x8, 6x10. So just to let you know, this is the 4x4. So the first color stop is a basting stitch because I'm going to float. I have Pellon, I think it's 806 Tearaway. It is not the Tearaway Light. This is regular Tearaway. It's like almost like a lightweight cutaway, but you can tear it away. So the first color stop is going to stitch the basting stitch to hold this in place because I'm floating it. Oh, it wants me to help. One more step on my sewing machine, embroidery machine. So I don't want any waviness in my area where I'm going to be embroidering, so I just kind of smooth that fabric out. You always want to do that to keep from getting any waves in it. So the first color stop is going to stitch, if you can still see this design, let me turn this around, there we go, that's much better. It's going to stitch this red part right here. I'll be back. I've changed to black thread, and now it's going to stitch the text. And it'll start in the middle. It'll do the D-I-N-K, it, and then it'll come over and do T-S-U-J. so here we are. And once again, I didn't use my black bobbin when using black thread. I don't care what black thread I use, it never really does a fantastic job of stitching out. Usually I put in a black bobbin, and I didn't do it, so. Alright, so it goes from the middle out and then back to the left also. I'll be back. Okay, so the next colors that's gonna stitch is gonna be these three little arch things. If you want to put them all in the same color, as it changes on your machine, just hit go, you know, and just put in one thread color. I'm going to use 3 different shades of blue. Alright, so this is color stop 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, and 6 is what I'm going to use. You do you. You use whatever you want, but that's what I'm going to use. Alright, so I'm just going to do this one little arch. And just be aware that color stop number 4, 5, and 6 are the arches, and you can change colors if you want. If not, then put in your first color and then just keep hitting go through 5 and 6. That's all it's going to do. I've changed my color to a lighter blue. And I'm going to stitch the second arch. Okay. This is color stop number 5. Alright, I changed my thread color and I'm stitching color stop number 6. Color number 7 is stitching the pickleball that's down at the bottom that's black, and then it'll start stitching the other ones that's up at the top. Let me move this thread. It'll go to these. If you just want to stitch them in red, then in black, then just keep the black end. Otherwise, change your colors appropriately, however you want. This is color stop number 7. Alright, so on this one I put in my black bobbin thread that's stitching now, and at the top on the lettering I didn't have a black bobbin thread in, and there's a world of difference. So just in case you're having problems with your black thread, you might try using a black bobbin instead of a white bobbin, or a regular pre-wound bobbin. Just don't forget to take it out when you go to another color. Like this is now on color stop number 8, which is this. And I almost forgot to change my bobbin back to white. Alright, so these are the colors I'm going to use for the pickleballs that are up here at the top. Alright, so this is color stop number 8. It's the pickleball up in the top left. Now, this has cut holes for you to come back and stitch white in the holes. You could get creative and use any color instead of the white for the holes. If you're doing it on a terry towel or something that has a higher not like cotton. You could leave those out and that would come up through there just a little bit. You don't have to stitch the holes. Now I will forewarn you, when you do these holes, you got a lot of little tails on the back. So you're going to have to do a lot of snipping. In case I didn't tell you already, this will come in a 4x4, a 5x7, a 6x6, a 6x10, and an 8x8. I put my blue thread in and I'm stitching this ball right here. Alright, I've put my white in. Now remember, there's 4 shades here of white. So color stop 11, 12, 13, and 14 are all white in case you want to do different shades. It won't just keep stitching in case you're away from your machine. I'm going to do it all in white. So I'll just have to keep, after it finishes one ball, I'll have to hit start again. And there's a lot of starting and stopping because there's no way to put running stitches to connect them. Sorry if I had my head in your way. And just keep an eye on the tails that make sure that they are pulled back to the back. So it kind of goes, it doesn't do them close together, so there's not, hopefully, a bunch of jump stitches that you have to cut on the front. These are pretty tiny little holes, so I'll be back. And we're finished. Don't have a heart attack now. Oh my word. Yes, it's a mess with all the little tails back here, but this is all you have to do. Just trim them away from like that. It really is no big deal. Easy and quick to do. Doesn't take that long. That's just the tails from all the starts and stops, which can't be avoided because of the nature of the element, the pickleball. But you can see how quickly the tails are cut off. If you're using a light color fabric and you're stitching a block, you don't want these black tails to shine through, or any of the colored tails to shine through, so make sure that you trim all those. And if you turn the hoop a certain way, you can see the ones you've missed. And get this. I don't know where that black came in. And got a couple of red jumps. And this is the basting stitch, and it comes right out. You just pick out about every 5th stitch and snip it. Sorry. Just go around and snip every 5th stitch. You can use your seam ripper to do this. This just is handy. Okay. And then once you stitch, once you trim about every 5th stitch when you go to the other side, then it's easy to reach down with your tweezers or your seam ripper and lift one of these up, and it just tears away like that. There you go. You just have to finish picking out right there where it did that little triple stitch to start, and you're done. You just have to cut it to size and you're ready to go. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.